I'm Sarah Murphy. Thanks for joining us tonight for ABC4 News here at 5. We begin this evening following breaking news from overnight out of Taylorsville, where a police shooting has left a man in his 30s in critical condition. Now, that shooting happened late last night in a neighborhood near 44th South and 22nd West between Salt Lake Community College's Redwood Road campus and Taylorsville Elementary. That's where we find ABC4's Annika Johns this afternoon. Now, Annika, you just met with police. Tell us, what are they saying right now about the case?
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. So police have released the name of the subject as 34 to 35-year-old Alex Boren, who was visiting a friend when he experienced some form of a mental episode. Taylorsville police reported that the homeowner placed the call to 911 and was the only other individual at home during the incident. When officers arrived on scene and located Boren, he threatened police with a pair of scissors and a large Bowie-type knife.
There was a male that was inside a home having some type of a mental episode and was also suicidal. He was armed with a knife. He was inside the house. He was destroying property, and he was also causing some self-inflicted wounds to himself.
Taylorsville police say that a number of less lethal tools were used prior to shots being fired. At this time, they don't know how many shots are fired, and 2 police are currently on leave pending the investigation. Boren was taken to the hospital where he remains in critical condition. Reporting live from Taylorsville, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.
All right. Thank you, Annika. Now, if you or a loved one is in a mental health crisis or struggling with thoughts of suicide, help is out there. You can always call 988 to reach the National Crisis Hotline. And a standoff with the Metro Gang Unit ends in the arrest of a fugitive in West Valley City. Police say they were following 26-year-old Tavita Tuitavake, a 26-year-old man who they describe as a known gang member and warrant fugitive. Officers were attempting to take him into custody when they say he got into a car with 26-year-old Noah Bloomfield, and together they drove off. Now, there was a brief chase with the Department of Public Safety helicopter that ended a couple blocks south of Diamond Ridge Elementary, where officers say the 2 men ran into a stranger's home. After a 20-minute standoff, the 2 surrendered and were taken into custody. In a weather alert, the best time to prepare for flooding is now. Salt Lake County held a second day of volunteer sandbagging at the Midville Public Works building today. Dozens of people showed up over the course of the day to help shovel sand into bags. Volunteers got free bottles of water and the opportunity to take home up to 25 bags of sand for their own home. County leaders say volunteers' work today can prevent property damage and help local streams.
The sandbagging will actually help with mitigating flooding, but also helping keep more water in the streams.
Now, with our strong snowpack this season, flood concerns have been top of mind for people across the state as we head into warmer weather. If you're looking for sandbags in your area, there have been events across the state, so check with your city. All right, we're checking now in on your pinpoint weather forecast with meteorologist Nate Larson. Now, Nate, I know recently there's been a lot of snow and now it's sunny. How are things looking today?
Yeah, we've got beautiful blue skies, or we've had them at least. Starting to see some cirrus clouds fill in, indicative of some showers that are going to be moving in on Sunday. And yeah, sandbagging. If you live near one of those small streams or creeks, be certainly prepared for maybe some flooding, as we've got quite a bit of moisture on the way as well. Here's a look at Red Cliffs Lodge in Moab. Beautiful conditions of the Colorado River. We are looking at clear skies for the most part across the eastern part of the state. We do have some of those high-level clouds, as I mentioned, some high cirrus clouds that are moving in across the Wasatch Front. This is the Colonial Flag shot here at the studio. Temperatures, we've hit 50 degrees, still sitting at 50 degrees at the airport. Calm winds as well. So just a really nice afternoon. That's still cooler than normal by a good 6 or 7 degrees. Temperatures across the state, 33 just in Logan. Vernal still below freezing. 50 in Milford. St. George sitting at a pleasant 61 degrees with those clear skies. 51 in Green River. And westerly flow picking up. This is our next batch of weather moving in. It will move in as a warm front initially, bringing some chances of rain on Sunday. We'll time out some of that chance for you coming up with the full forecast. So hourly forecast, plan on the high clouds sticking around into the evening hours. Sunset 7:37, should be in the upper 30s by 9 o'clock. We're going to have another night of below freezing temperatures across the Wasatch Front. Talk about the rain coming in, heavy mountain snow. We have alerts that have been posted. I'll break those down coming up as well. Sarah.
All right, thanks, Nate. Now, today marks the 3-year anniversary of one of the biggest earthquakes in our state's modern history. On March 18th, 2020, that 5.7 magnitude earthquake centered just north of Magna rocked northern Utah and the Salt Lake Valley. The earthquake knocked out power to tens of thousands of people, damaging buildings in Salt Lake, Magna, and beyond. FEMA has since provided Utah with millions of dollars to repair. Our state continues to prepare for the next big quake. Now here, this is what it looked like inside our news studio. You could see the moment the quake hit at 7:09 a.m. The lights in the studio started shaking and our staff went running for cover. If you want tips to prepare for the next big expected quake, you can check the website listed at the bottom of your screen. Faith leaders and community volunteers are working together today to fight hunger in Utah. Utah food bank workers, representatives from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and volunteers from across the state gathered in Salt Lake this morning to collect food donations for the second Feed Utah drive. Workers say every donation today helps provide food to the estimated 1 in 9 Utah kids facing hunger. They say they want to build on that.
You know, here in Utah, the Utah Food Bank's responsible for all 29 counties. You know, during the holiday season, people love to give. On a special day like today, people love to give. You'll see school projects or church projects, but every single day, someone is hungry in Utah.
Utah food bank workers say the number of those in need went up during the pandemic and stays high because of inflation. If you're interested in helping, you can find more information on abc4.com. Coming up here on ABC4 News at 5, former President Donald Trump claims he could be arrested next week. Hear why he thinks that could happen and how those close to him are responding.
All right, and a live look at St. George on this sunny Saturday afternoon. St. George is going to see the showers first as the storm makes its way in from the southwest. We'll talk about timing and how long the wet weather is going to stick around. Details after the break.